It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading, and today we're going to be installing the Kelly 400 loader on the Massey 35. It is an absolutely beautiful day here. It's got warm, and I probably should be tapping trees, but it's one of those things. If I don't get the loader on now, I'm not going to get the benefit of the loader during maple syrup season. So it's not going to run very much today because it's going to start getting cooler as the day goes on. So I thought today's the day we're going to install the Kelly 400 loader on the Massey 35. So let's go. So this is what we're going to be installing on the Massey 35. It's a Kelly 400 loader. So this is the tractor we're going to mount it on. It's a Massey 35, and the subframes and everything should be a direct fit. I already have a loader valve mounted, so this thing should go pretty easy. So the first thing we're going to do is install the front mounting plate for the loader, and it bolts right underneath the front axle. I got to remove those two bolts, and the bolts go up through there. And then we're going to throw this bolt on, and then we can tighten them up. Okay, so we're just going to snug it up a little bit. We're not going to do our final tightening because when we put the loader on, we'll have to make sure everything's on before we tighten up all the subframe, or it won't fit. There you go. So now we got to mount the subframe and the two back bolts. We just got to loosen them off, and hopefully they come loose. Okay, so we'll take that bracket off. When I get it lined up, I'll tell you when to hit it. Okay. Try to see if you can hit it. Get it lined up better. Try it again. Ah, there you go. That's awesome. Thank you, buddy. So I got the left subframe installed. We just got to do the other side, and then we'll tighten everything up, and then we can start lifting the loader on. This is exactly why I wanted a loader that was a direct fit. I didn't want to be fabricating. It takes forever to weld and to grind, and that is fun to do. I really do like doing it, but it takes a lot of time. And this thing is fitting perfectly so far. You can push like that straight. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, we'll push, pull, wiggle. Oh, there you go. Oh, just lift up on it. See the hole?
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. And then we're gonna go here. So there you go, the subframe is installed and it's loose. This sure is quite a finger pincher right here. I'm going to have to put a steering knob or something on there because I don't want to get my hands caught in there. But otherwise, it fit absolutely perfect. So now we just got to tighten it up. Now we're going to put the cylinders on it, and then hopefully the loader and this thing will be up and running. Okay, so now we're going to run the hydraulics. I got a few lines made up and put some loom on it. As the best I can tell is this ran up through above the bell housing here. Got the tractor all plumbed up. We're going to see if we can get the loader on it. This will be the heaviest one piece. Neighbor George said that he'd come over if I needed it. I don't know. We'll just try it first and see where we're at. Okay, so we got the cylinders on. I got the hydraulics all plumbed and the loom on. I got to get an elbow for down there. I only had a T, so I did that. And if I would have had the tractor here and make the hoses, I would have made this one shorter. But I think that's going to work fine. I may do a few more zip ties. All I have is little zip ties. I tell you, I'm not prepared. But now we're going to see if we can get the loader on this thing. So I think what I'm going to do is try to spin the loader around and then hopefully just manhandle it into place. Okay, so there you go. We got the loader on. We just got to get the cylinders on now. That's the next battle. Put that pin in. There you go. Shove it. Wow. There you go. I was cycling the tractor and the hydraulics stopped working, and I'm pretty well sure that it ran out of oil. These tractors don't have a big sump in the transmission, so you almost have to overfill it a little bit. So we'll top it up and everything should work good, I think. Okay, so now that's topped up, let's see how the loader works. it comes off the lever. There's a little eyelet that goes in the frame, and then the trip wire goes there. At first I thought it went down here, but it actually goes into the subframe right there. So there you go, we got the Kelly 400 loader on the Massey 35, and it's a really nice fitting loader, really. The only thing that it does is the tires interfere with the frame a little bit, but other than that, you still have quite a bit of steering radius, so I think that's good. And it seems to fit the tractor really nice. The only thing that I saw that it really is a weird design feature is this brace. It's so close to the steering wheel. You still need to be able to flip the hood up. See, that's the problem. You just can't have something across, or you'd have to remove it every time. So I kind of understand why they did it, but I think I'll put a steering knob so I don't get my fingers jammed in there.